Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this video by Omizi. It's titled, "This Will Destroy the Streaming Industry." Alright, we got Omizi to keep us up to date with all the streamer drama and the streamer nonsense that be taking place. Because he be locked in tune with what's going on. So, yeah, let's see what's happening.
Anytime you see a clip of some drama where it got a pick or stake logo on that mom, do your research.
I will now be suing every clip that is posted about me that is with a stake logo that is out of context to try to get hate on a situation that is not even happening, and then I see all these idiots in the comments, oh, Lacey this, Lacey that, how could Lacey do this? It's not real, bro.
Oh, no, the one thing I hate, he's getting on TikTok, and it's a false-ass caption that did not happen, and everybody believes it.
Yes. We've all fallen victim to it. Have you ever been scrolling on your timeline, whether it be TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter? You see your favorite content creator, favorite streamer. You see an outrageous caption with some sort of gambling logo on it. And then when you watch the clip, it has nothing to do with what was being said. Like the clip will say something like, Duke Dennis talks about the AMP members and says that he's leaving AMP. But then when you watch the video, the caption and the video itself don't sync up. Right now, I think I just...
You know what? Also, side note, I think it's very interesting for people to understand that when you are watching shit, and you're like, yeah, I keep seeing this. Yeah, y'all seen it too, right? It's like, no. The algorithm keeps feeding you that. That's your algorithm. And I know that most people know that, but I don't feel like they really think about it or consider it. Like, I've never seen that, not once in my life. And even when you are trying to make assumptions about whole groups of people and like, oh, Asian people do this or Americans do that, and I'm always seeing black people do this. That's because that's the content that you're interacting to, and the algorithm feeds that back to you. That's why you're seeing it. And you're thinking, oh, everybody, oh, y'all seen it too, right? It's everywhere on the internet, right? No, that's your For You page that you're being fed because you interacted with that content or you watched it a little too long, and now that's getting thrown at you. That's why you're seeing that. That doesn't mean it's everywhere and everybody else is seeing it. Just throwing that out there because I feel like people forget that.
Covered the biggest problem with the streaming community. And
it could be such a small incident occurring or just something that's taking place, and it seems so big in your world online because that's what you're interacting with, and nobody else is seeing that. Nobody else that you know is seeing that but you.
Actually going to cause the streaming bubble to burst. Clipping culture has become this necessary evil in the clip community. It's something that has birthed a lot of people's careers, but it's also something that has overinflated egos, made people think that they are more relevant than they are. It's honestly divided a bunch of different communities, and it's also creating these fake and false narratives about people that are ultimately painting them in bad lights. In 2025, it is no secret that clipping is an essential part of the content creation journey, especially for those streamers. Think about it. With all the marathon streamers that are going on, with all the different streamers popping up on a daily basis, there's absolutely no way to keep up with the content that is being pushed out, especially with the volume, unless you are consuming clips. Thus, this very robust ecosystem of clip culture was birthed. Clipping is essentially where you take short moments, viral moments from somebody's stream, cut them up, place them on different social media platforms for other people to consume. And by way of doing this, you make a lot of money as somebody who is sitting behind the keyboards clipping up other streamers.
A lot of these make, like it's that clip my and a car, pays bills, everything off TikTok.
You know, we've had the craziest month ever, chat. You know what's crazy? All the Clippers, 750K, I think. It's like 2 plus billion views. I've never done that about ever.
Too insane.
Oh my god. Guess how much I owe my Clippers for this month? You will not believe it. They're owed 950K for 1 month.
What are we talking about?
That's a lie. You're lying. You just lied in the face.
What are we talking about?
Who pays that?
It's safe to say that the industry has gotten so big. It's to the point now where the clippers themselves are starting to reap so many benefits that they're making more money than the streamers that they're actually clipping. In fact, I've seen more articles and more publicity about the clippers themselves as individual entities as I've seen about the streamers that they actually clip up.
Anthony Fujiwara is turning short video clips into serious money. Cecilia de Anastasio reports that his LA startup Clipping runs a huge network of contract editors who cut YouTube videos into viral moments for stars on TikTok and Instagram. Fujiwara first started editing when he was just 16, a high school kid in LA pushed by his parents to start earning money his own way.
This makes me think of your age because this is how he got popular as well.
It pays creators up to $1,500 per million views and charges clients thousands a month. Altogether, it's already pulled in about $7.7 million this year. And the client list is massive, from Mr. Beast to top record labels and big podcasters. Clipping is a reminder that going viral isn't always luck. Sometimes it's engineered.
That last part she said is going to come in handy later. But I'm pretty sure you've also seen those videos. Some guy with a Lamborghini, some guy with a Ferrari, somebody with some sort of luxury car telling you that all you need to make your money is 5 minutes, your phone, and CapCut every single morning. But there's a problem with this sort of methodology when it comes to becoming famous.
Never
but for the most part,
either.
creators are extremely happy with the concept of people clipping up their content. Ultimately, it gets them more views, and a lot of people even think that their career is owed 100,000% to these clipping firms, these clipping pages, and these clipping agencies getting their face more and more visible out there.
Like to shout out are the Clippers.
Oh.
The Clippers are the reason why everyone's blowing up. The Clippers are the reason we all have followers. If we did not have clips of anything, most likely we wouldn't have
Be a bit like this.
be here. So
Yeah.
shout out to all the Clippers.
I feel like if I wasn't doing YouTube, I'd probably be doing something like that because like I want to stay like tapped into the internet. I feel like
He's my little brother.
Wow.
that'd be sick.
And he's fuck man, he's gonna make hella money.
like you want to stay tapped into the internet.
You're doing a great job.
Get clipped every day is people that's making $20,000-$30,000 a month clipping me.
But I don't think a lot of content creators really understood the gravity that these clippers hold. See, these people started propping up these streamers based on the backs of their clips, meaning that they could paint narratives, sway people's mindsets behind them, and ultimately really create the culture, thoughts, opinions, and feelings about a certain streamer solely based off of the clips that they make. And when you incentivize going viral, it creates this system where people are just trying to go viral by any means necessary, even if that means they're being very disingenuous about things.
Oh! So if you haven't been paying attention, one of these kick pages put out this bogus story about I'm Dante trying to say that he grew a right? And the story is completely false. This page didn't even do a good job. This is both, like you can tell from a mile away this is fake. This girl has nothing to do with Dante. She was actually talking about 9 Vicious. Why would you even put this tweet out? And the crazy thing is, he's gonna keep it up. These kick pages are cancerous, bro.
Shout out to Nizzy for the commentary there, and let me introduce to you the
Yikes.
page KickChamp. KickChamp is a page that is, for what we believe to be, funded by and backed by the platform Kick. Now that stuff is alleged, but you know, we're just saying alleged to protect ourselves here. But all in all, KickChamp is a Twitter page with 150,000 followers to its name. And the way that it's been able to push culture over the past couple of years is quite impressive. Not impressive in a good way, but impressive in a bad way. See, KickChamp has ultimately admitted that they make a lot of money on the platform.
What's like a good month of X? Like how much you made in your best month?
The most I made was like 20K.
Yeah, GG's. Ain't like
KickChamp is
wait,
man's a
Aiden, we're done, bro.
But you see the thing about these platforms like KickChamps or DGen Clips or whoever they are, they know that hate fuels the fire and ultimately gets more traction than the positive. So they'll go out there and intentionally and purposefully drop misleading clips, misleading hate, all these different things in order to make sure that their clip goes viral over anybody else's clip so that they can ultimately get paid.
This is crazy. This is why y'all who are at home and are broke, what the fuck are you doing? Because the fact that you can get paid doing so many different things online is so crazy. It just never ceases to amaze me, even though I've been online for damn near a decade at this point. God damn. Yeah, 2026 will make 10 years that I've been online, okay? Jesus Christ. But it's just so mind-blowing how I feel like kids who grew up with the internet, they don't understand how valuable this shit is and how you can make money if you just put some type of time and energy into figuring this shit out and actually implementing it and sticking to it. You can make money. So for you to be in your dirty ass drawers, broke at home, talking about, I ain't got no money. How? Because you a bum. Like, get it the fuck together. Even if it's not this, there are a million other ways for you to make money online if you just put in some time and actually research it and look it up. But you're choosing to be broke and not to take advantage of that. I even think about my younger family members. I'm like, what the fuck is y'all doing? Like, y'all could be, what? Talented, attractive. Like, you can be putting yourself out there and making money from it. And even if you don't want to put yourself out there, there are ways to make money without showing your face. It's just, the possibilities are endless. But you choosing to scroll all day and waste your time, that is a choice. Y'all don't understand how privileged y'all are. And y'all don't understand you have this phone that is literally capable of getting you rich. That this is a valuable resource, but you don't use it for good. You use it for stupid shit, to watch dumb shit. And I know I'm probably, shooting myself in the foot because you like, well, bitch, I'm watching you. I get that and I appreciate that. But I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you. You wasting time watching fucking reaction videos, and this is at my detriment, to be honest with you. I'm gonna be real with you. You wasting your fucking time watching reaction videos when you could be trying to figure out how to make some money. This is what you're spending your time doing? That doesn't make sense to me. And again, this is not good for me, but I'm gonna be honest with you. The fuck is you doing? If you broke, what are you doing?
Was on Aiden Ross's stream with Cuff and doing that interview. He intentionally.
Again, I appreciate everybody who watched me. Trust me, I do. I love y'all down. But I'm just keeping it 1,000. That's what we really need to be talking about. Cause what? Niggas making 20, 30 bands a month. They're not even showing their fucking face. They're not even showing their face. They just clipping shit. And y'all be watching these streamers all the time anyway. But you wasting your time in fucking niggas' comments, leaving hate comments and talking shit and arguing with people. The fuck? That's some loser shit. Spend that time researching how to make money. Whenever I post shit about like stocks and stuff as well, I'm sorry, this is I don't give a fuck. And again, this is stupid shit. Who cares? But I'm be posting about like my investment accounts and like I be making money like doing stocks and crypto and this and that. And I always get people asking me, what app do you use? What do you do? Why are you asking me this when you could Google this shit yourself and figure it out? It takes 2 seconds to figure that out. What app can I use to invest in stocks? That's not hard, but niggas is just lazy and don't want to put any effort in at all. But you sulking and mad and sad that you broke.
He said, hey, I make hate clips about
Hassanat
just because I can. We're going to decide the only reason why he does these mean and hateful things is because Hassanat is racist and only lets black people in AMP.
I post a lot of positivity.
Where you going, bro? Where you
Look
talking?
at my camera, bro.
I wouldn't post Kai hate because Kai is like, he's racist.
What?
I was Kai racist.
Yeah, where you get that from, bro?
Just
Because he
saying
only accepts
anything.
black people into AMP. He denied you because you're white.
Nigga.
What? That's the reason why you hate Kai? Because I'm not named B?
No, it's just like, it's multiple things. It's just,
That's so parasocial. There's a couple things wrong with this. One, he is just flat out and just straight up wrong, right? Hassanat, a non-foundational member of AMP, only letting black people in AMP. It's just a silly notion. Especially because, too, at the beginning of AMP's inception, when the planning was going into the group being founded and started, Aiden Ross was one of the first calls. I know that that's some deep lore, but Aiden Ross was a first call on that list to join the group. But KickChamp revealed something that we knew to be true. They put out misleading text, they put out misleading quotes, they put out misleading videos and captions and everything in order to get people to believe this hate narrative. Even if there are these community notes that Twitter puts out on the page, the damage is honestly already done. I want to show you an example. This is DGen Clips, a copycat clone of KickChamps, and it's one of these streamer pages that honestly...
Okay, I don't recommend people doing this. If you're gonna try to get into this clip business, don't do this and use it to fucking spread hate and create false narratives and just completely fabricate shit. Like, that's fucked up.
It's negativity, hatred, misguided clips throughout the community to create further division, etc., etc. Now, look at the caption that's placed in the video. J-Cinco had to get a second job because streaming wasn't working out, and he needed to do that in order to get his first house. Now, you would think that this caption is associated with this clip, so J-Cinco's going to talk about his second job, but listen to the exact words that J-Cinco says in the clip.
Real shit, though, on a serious note, though, chat, we did just get approved for a new house, man. We just got approved for a new house. You know what I'm saying? Finally, after fucking looking for so long, we finally got approved for a new crib, man. I will be getting out this fucking hellhole, nigga.
Now you're probably asking yourself, when did he talk about needing a second job? When did he say streaming wasn't working? He didn't, but there's two types of people who consume this content, and some of them are just caption readers. So now they're running around with the narrative that J-Cinco is falling off, streaming isn't working, etc., etc. And now they'll run with it. Meanwhile, this person racks up a bunch of different views. And this cycle has happened again and again and again and again on these Twitter pages, TikTok pages, Instagram pages, or whatever the case may be, because of a few reasons. One, these content creators know that they need these clippers in order to push their name, their brands, and their narrative. Two, these clippers know that they can make a lot more money being disingenuous and, spreading hatred and negativity as opposed to telling the truth and being, genuine about what's going on. And three, there's this new gimmick and this new collusion that's going on where these clippers are teaming up with these gambling sites in order to put their stake advertisements, their rainbet advertisements, their whatever advertisements all over the place. And in order to get a good ROI, they're then putting those negative captions on these videos and everything's being boosted and inflated.
Obviously, stake logos above my head. I don't know if you know this, when there's a stake logo or a rainbet logo above your head, they get paid per impression or per 1,000 viewers or per 10,000 viewers. Yo, if you get 1 million views on this TikTok and you have a stake logo, we'll give you $500. That's basically how it works. Not true? I mean, it's something along those lines.
Now you're probably asking yourself, Omar, isn't this a violation? Well, yeah, that's why earlier in the video, Lacey was saying that he was looking to sue and take some sort of legal action against these clippers because they're basically using their likeness in order to boost said clip, which promotes this betting app to get people more addicted and hooked to betting because it looks like Lacey is endorsing it, Ron is endorsing it, Kai is endorsing it, whatever streamer out there is endorsing it. You see the nastiness? You see what's going on here? But it goes even further than that. You remember when Kai Cenat and Aiden Ross aired their grievances out on the TL? One of the things that Kai Cenat mentioned is how the communities surrounding both of them are very toxic and very nasty, and they're, going back and forth with each other, fueling these narratives, making the streamers believe, hey, there's something going on, and I don't necessarily like that.
I told him this before anything, so I told Aiden, I said, bro, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you, bro. The reason why I've been distancing myself, bro, was because this is what happened on the phone at 4 a.m. I should have told you But like in my mental state, I wasn't in that mode to be ready to be on stream and like just ready to think. And I told him, I said, bro, let's be real. Everybody who's been in this community since 2021, since the comparison's been started, let's be real, Aiden, your community don't fuck with me. And that's the truth, gang.
Now, there are a plethora of reasons as to how Aiden's community, Kai's community, whoever's community gets to the place that they are. But one of the big reasons is because these clippers and this clip culture has fueled negativity and hate. And it doesn't make it any better when allegedly streamers are paying these negative, nasty clip pages to put out this harmful rhetoric. That leaked screenshot of Aiden Ross saying that he would pay Kickchamp, the same Kickchamp that came on and said, hey, I put out these nasty racist things towards Kai Cenat. It's really disheartening. Now, I will say this, Aiden Ross has seemingly cleaned this up, said that he did talk to Kai Cenat about this and said that everything was squashed.
Talk about the leaked messages. I'm gonna lie, Kai hit me. Kai hit me about that. He was upset that Kai, I literally told Kai straight up, bro, if you really think I would pay Kickchamp money to put out shit on you, you're out of your mind. It was about the reveal shit. He didn't hit me back, but I just want to clear that up for people that really think that I would pay money to Kickchamp to spread weird shit. When Kickchamp blocked me and he was posting shit about me and I had to pay to get it taken down, and Kickchamp, I told you, I dropped my lawsuit with you. I'm not suing you no more.
But even in that explanation that Aiden Ross gave, he opens up an interesting conversation. Is it really worth it to have these clip pages? And do these clip pages have these streamers by the balls?
Clipping thing's crazy too. Yeah. I'm paying all the clippers now. Yeah. So you don't have to pay clippers anymore. I'm still gonna pay them. Why? I don't know.
I saw you owe like 20K this month.
Yeah, I mean, why are you watching my pockets, bro?
I seen the Starlet. They posted.
I do.
So that's crazy.
It's alright, bro. It's worth it.
Neon, I don't even think that you believe that. As an outsider looking in, I understand that clipping is necessary when it comes to creating content. But that doesn't mean that these people aren't taking advantage of these streamers. You have to remain in these clippers' good graces and pay their wages, or else you'll be subjected to bad clips being put out about you. You could be the next targeted person. You could have the next hit piece. You could have the next lie be told about you just because you didn't go to the right platform, you're not hanging out with the right crowd of guys, or hell, you're just the most viral thing right now, and it's cool to put out nasty clips about you and what you do with the content that you create and who you are as a person. A lie travels 2 times as fast as the truth does, so they don't really care about you. They just care about the money that they're making. And some of these creators are paying a lot of money. But ultimately, what's the end goal for all this? After hearing how much Neon spent on streaming in a singular month, Ron posed a great question about the outcomes and the overall end goal as to what paying all these clippers can do for you.
See, that's the problem though. The biggest problem is motherfuckers are taking streaming and turning it into something that it's not. If you want to do that, go do that somewhere else. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's agree and I disagree. I think the problem with streaming right now is everyone's trying to do too many clips to the point where streaming isn't becoming streaming. The whole point of streaming to me is engaging with my community. Like, people are worried about companies seeing you making like whatever it is, and I get it. It's all a business at the end of the day. But
they're focusing too much on the business.
It's the fundamental of why you want to become a streamer.
And Ron has some valid points there. Are you building an actual audience if the only way that you're known for it is the clips? Do people know you? Do people continuously watch you?
That's why your rage eventually transitioned from that. I believe, obviously, I don't know this nigga. I can't say for sure, but I strongly believe that is why he transitioned from just clipping to doing voiceovers and, you know, having an actual audience, and then eventually being like, look, I gotta show my face, because you want to connect more with your audience and actually have a platform or have people come to your platform to see you. Versus them just being like, oh, we here to see, you know, Soluminati, because that's who we use to clip all the time, and DDG. We just here to see them. Like, we don't give a fuck about you. Then it's like, there's not a lot of longevity to that. So even if you, and going back to what I said previously, even if you do some shit like this, you need to take that money and flip it to do some other shit. Like, because that's what I do. I take my YouTube, my Patreon money, I flip it into investments and shit like that. Because, yeah, a lot of this shit isn't super duper sustainable long term for the rest of your life. So, yeah, I don't think that's something you can do super long term at all. And it's like, people don't give a fuck about you. And then over time, I feel like you have to get more and more toxic, because that's what people want to see, and that's what gets the most engagement. You might make a clip of some positive shit and it like barely get any views, but as soon as you post about some drama, it's like, oh, everybody watching. And now you're like, okay, I gotta lean into that more. And now you, before you know it, you're creating fake stories and getting sued by
I don't know, watch your YouTube videos of these clips, the longer form version. Do they actually come and tune into the streams? Are you able to then put out merch? Are you able to, have lines at TwitchCon of people that are endorsing you? Or are you just another highlight reel on my doom scroll while I have my 30-minute lunch break from Walmart? The only thing they know about you is the fake comment that's being put at the top of the Twitter caption or on the Instagram reel. Now, Neon did have some interesting rebuttals to what Ron was saying in the conversation about why these streamers spend so much money on clipping.
This is why I don't think that's true. Because companies, right? Companies, are they watching streams? Are they going on Twitch, looking at streams, twitch.tv/neon, Twitch, whatever? No. They're seeing the clips. They're scrolling. The executives, they're scrolling. They see the shit come up on their phones. Collabs. You hit up someone. They're not, no, fucking Kevin Durant's not watching a Twitch stream, right? He's seeing clips. He's like, oh, this dude's funny as fuck. Let me bring him on. Or let me do some shit with him. The clipping industry is bigger than ever, and the
Yeah.
Clippers need to get more respect for making careers. The Clippers made my career, right? They made my fucking career, bro. No one sits down. The idea of sitting down watching streams is starting to die out, and it's more about scrolling. They want to see quick shit. Their minds are fucked. The world is so cooked. I'm the same way. Motherfuckers are scrolling every second, right?
I don't think that's cooked. Who wants to sit and watch a fucking 5-hour stream of you just sitting there in a fucking chair? That is boring as hell. I don't see how people do it. So, I mean, I think that is why the clip shit is really popular. Versus if you're watching a YouTube video or even like a TikTok or Instagram reel, it's like, okay, that's different. But a stream, that's just takes so much of your life. Jesus.
Now, Neon does make some valid points there. Kevin Durant isn't watching an entire stream. But I do have to give Neon some pushback. And this isn't any hate directed towards any of these streamers, but I'm going to say what a lot of people aren't saying. A lot of streamers' careers are propped up by these clippers, and without any sort of clipping ecosystem, they would crumble, they would collapse, they would fall. They don't have any true or real fan base. Meaning, if these streamers don't then pour exorbitant amounts of money into this environment, into these clippers, then they won't be successful. That one clip that talked about the article surrounding the clipping culture with the Anthony guy that I showed earlier in the video, when she said that social media isn't necessarily luck, but it's engineered, that's what a lot of content creators are ultimately seeing in 2025, is an engineering and manufacturing of their success and their fame. And once you start to take swipes and bites and looks at these apples hard enough, you'll realize there's some truth to that. The botting scandal from earlier this year, when people switch platforms, they lose massive amounts of viewership. And then when you see people not running certain clip campaigns or being next to certain people, their views plummet.
Yeah, because I've been yapping a lot. But I feel like that takes the fun out of social media to a certain extent, because it feels like a lot of things are starting to be engineered and manufactured, and you're only seeing certain streamers because they're being forced down your throat, not because you genuinely enjoy them and you found them on your own. You know, it's kind of like a well-oiled machine, and you're just, you know, a pawn, and you're being used, and you're just feeding into it, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna keep watching because they keep popping up. I keep seeing them on my homepage, and, you know, it keeps getting a lot of views, so I guess. And it's like, but you don't even really fuck with these people like that, you know? So, yeah, this just seems odd, but I guess. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about all this, though, and I'll see y'all on the next time. Bye.